Here we go, another trip to Dollar Tree. Let's get started.
Sit back and relax. We're going to make some DIY Dollar Tree gifts. I grabbed a few of these supplies from Dollar Tree for this next project. For this project, I placed a stencil onto a pot holder and then I taped it into place. I used some apple barrel white paint and painted over the top of the stencil and then peeled that off and let that dry. I placed the pot holder into a baking pan and then added a cookbook, some seasonings, and some tongs, and my gift was ready. For this project, I grabbed a dollar store glass and then placed an adhesive stencil on it. I used some etching cream and put that over the top of the stencil. Let it sit for about 10 minutes and then I washed that off and peeled off the stencil, cleaned it all up, and I had this beautiful etched glass. Now you can do this to any glass for any occasion. What I'm doing is making it into a gift basket. So I took a baseball cap and I flipped it upside down, added some treats to it as well as the glass. For this gift idea, you're going to need a bucket, some skewers, and some Oreos. Add some rocks to the bucket to make it stable. Take your skewers and break them in a variety of sizes. Tape the Oreos to the skewers and place them in the bucket. Add some ribbon and your gift is ready. For this project, you're going to need some chocolates and some faux flowers. Add glue to the center of each flower and then place your chocolate or candy on top. Add your flowers into a vase of your choice. You now have a fun flower candy bouquet. For this project, you're going to need a popcorn tub, some socks, some candy, and some movies. Tape some skewers to the back of all of the candy pieces. Slide the candy pieces into one of the socks and wrap the second sock around and tie it in place. Place all of the items in the bucket and you have yourself a little gift. For this project, take a white mug and start by cleaning it with a rubbing alcohol prep pad. Next, place an adhesive stencil on top. I added some additional stencil tape around this one to protect the edges so I wouldn't get paint on them. I dipped my stencil brush into the paint, I offloaded as much as I could, and then I tapped that paint onto the stencil. Once the stencil was coated, I removed the stencil tape and carefully peeled off the stencil while it was still wet. Let it dry completely before moving on. If you're not comfortable with paint, you can easily add one of their decals from the store. Add some coffee to it, and your little gift is complete. For this project, you're going to need a dollar store wood cutting board. Grab a message that someone has written to you, print it out, make a copy of it so you won't ruin the first one. Grab some transfer paper, place it underneath, and trace it onto the cutting board. Peel it back to reveal the transfer. Now warm up your wood burn tool and trace over all of the letters. You now have a custom cutting board with a love message on it. You can use this same idea on some utensils. All I did was write some words that I liked, used my wood burning tool to trace over the words and burn it into the handles, and then I added them to an oven mitt or an oven pad as a gift. Grab one of the wood block games and write words onto each cube. As you play the game, shout out memories or ideas or things that you like that have to do with the words written on the Tumble Tower game. Want to be notified of future videos? Look for the link in the description below. Make your own natural hand and body scrub. Start by placing 1/2 cup of sugar or salt in a bowl. That's the exfoliant. Now we're going to add the moisturizer, and you're going to add any oil of your choice, coconut oil, almond oil, avocado oil, whatever you prefer. And you're going to add 1/4 cup of oil. Now you could stop here, but I'm going to go ahead and add some lemon juice to mine. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of that. You could alternatively use essential oil or you could use vanilla extract, whatever you like. Mix it together really well and place it in a jar. You now have an easy, natural hand and body scrub to give as a gift.
For this, you'll need a travel mug, and this one I picked up at Dollar Tree. You'll also need some socks in any variety or styles you like. For this first example, I cut the ankle of the socks with the scissors. I then took the cup and I slid the cuff of the sock onto the mug. I slid it about halfway up until it looked like this.
You now have an easy gift idea that you can give any time of year to anyone. For this project, I took a wire basket, placed in some glass rocks, a glass container, a sterno can, and some more glass rocks. Now I have an indoor or outdoor fire pit for anyone to use for any occasion. For this project, I'm using some water slide decal transfer paper, and you could print anything you want to on it. I printed out some artwork that my daughter had made. I spray painted it with some clear sealer, and then you put it in water, and then you place it onto your dollar store glass and slide out the backing so that the transfer sticks. So for this one, I'm using some print and iron on transfer paper. And again, you can use any design you would like. I ironed a dish towel for this one, and then I printed out some of my son's handprints that he had made into some art, and then I ironed it onto the dish towel, preserving that artwork. But again, this could be adapted for any occasion. For this project, I grabbed a lantern and I pulled it apart. I printed out 4 pictures. Now, these could be celebrating any occasion or any holiday, and I placed those onto the glass panels inside of the lantern. Now, alternatively, you could put them on the outside of the lantern instead, but this way the glass protects the pictures. I put the whole lantern back together, and the candle makes a nice added glow through the photos at night. Which one is your favorite, or do you have any ideas? Let me know in the comments below. For this project, I grabbed some wooden coasters and a wood burning tool, and I just drew onto the coasters a design and created personalized coasters. Another option is to grab some coasters, doesn't matter what kind, or ceramic tiles, and place some Mod Podge onto the coaster, and then print out some pictures, place that on top of the Mod Podge, and then place another layer of Mod Podge over top to seal the coasters, and you've created custom coasters. Another option, take those same coasters and paint them with a layer of chalkboard paint. Season them up with the chalk, and then they're ready to use, and you can reuse them again and again, writing fun, different festive ideas for every occasion. For this project, I mixed together some resin and then added some glitter. I placed it on some utensils that I found at the dollar store, let that dry, and now I have beautiful utensils that I can give as a gift. For this project, I took some dollar store spoons, used a Dremel engraver, and personalize them. I then could add them to a cup with some coffee, and now it's a great little gift to give any time of year. For these next Dollar Tree gift ideas, I grabbed some of their iron-ons, as well as a pouch, a shirt, and a baby onesie. You could grab a variety of items for this. I followed the iron-on transfer instructions and ironed them onto each of the items, and I created several gift ideas with this little easy idea. Along the same idea as the iron-on patches, I found a bunch of their rub-on transfers I wanted to work with. I grabbed a variety of things like a backpack, a bag, some more pouches, but you could again use this on glasses and so many more things. I opened the package, peeled off the back, I rubbed the transfer onto each of the items, peeled it off, and I made these great DIY Dollar Tree gifts. You can create custom bags by just grabbing a dollar store bag and a dollar store stencil and some white paint. I placed the stencil on the bag and then painted over the stencil, peeled it off, let it dry, and now I have a custom bag. You can customize these for any occasion, any holiday, and it makes a great DIY useful gift. Some more Dollar Tree DIY gifts, create some jewelry. Mix together some resin. You can place in stickers, you can place in things like leaves or flowers, you can mix pigments or glitters. They have all kinds of things. Mix it all together, place it in the mold, let it dry, pop it out, and you've got some great DIY Dollar Tree gifts. Now, this DIY is so easy and can be so adjustable. So grab a picture frame from Dollar Store, pull it apart. I used a placemat that I found that I liked as the background, and I added a decal from the dollar store to it. Now, again, you can adjust this for anything. I put the whole thing back together, and we used a dry erase marker to write things that we're grateful for on it, and then we can erase and reuse it. Now, you can adjust this for any season or any checklist that you would like to use on it. For this project, I used some dollar store felt and fabric, and I took 2 pieces of the felt, and in between them, I used some old paper from a phone book. You could use newspaper, magazines, anything you like, and then I hot glued that together. Then on top, I placed a piece of fabric to give it a decorative look, and now I have a trivet that can be used all year round. Okay, now this is a great DIY dollar store gift idea when you need to make a bunch of something. So take a bunch of dollar store flowers and cut them apart, then take a package of pens and place 1 stem per pen and wrap it with their floral wire, and now you have a floral pen. And I hope this inspires you to make some DIY Dollar Tree gifts of your own. I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and my blog at chascrazycreations.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Want 21 sensible home hacks to make you a smarter homeowner? Look for the link in the description below.